We're here in Novo Mesto, Czech Republic, the conclusion of the first World Cup of the 2015 season, talking with Derek Zandstra from Team Scott Three Rocks, who was just finished 23rd, top Canadian result, and your best ever European World Cup result. So tell me about your race.
Yeah, it was a good start. Or sorry, it was a bad start. It's not that I got caught up or anything. I just didn't have the legs at the beginning, and I knew this race was very technically. So I wanted to make sure I was very witted going down the descents and you know, staying up this year. And in the past 2 years, I've had terrible results here, and I said I wasn't going to do that again. So I knew everyone that was going super hard at the beginning. I was just let it happen, and I'll take my loss at the beginning, but hopefully I can make it up at the end. I know that's not always the best strategy, but coming into this race, I've been hurting a lot. My back was killing me when I got here. Luckily enough, I had Frank from the Scott Odlo correct me the last 2 days, and so from not knowing I was going to race today to coming here, I was actually pretty happy with my result.
Now, I mean, you were moving up pretty steadily all race. Were there, you know, and you started picking off some of the Canadians ahead of you, and then eventually you caught Ralph Gagne, who was the Canadian in front of you. I mean, what was your goal here?
My goal was to get a top 20. I kind of wanted to start where I kind of left off. You know, that's always tough. I had a 19th in Mount St. Anne, and then a 13th in Wyndham, and then I got 15th at World. So I was trying to stay in that top 20, top 15 range, and just kind of the week leading into it, I didn't know what to expect, and so I'm still happy with the 23rd, and it was tight still, even that. So.
Yeah, it looks like this season maybe you've been sort of ramping up. I mean, you raced in California and some good results, but you sort of progressively got better as opposed to sort of coming out really fast. Was that the plan for this season?
Well, the World Cup started a lot later this year, which I knew, and I kind of, yeah, I didn't have the best start of the season, and you know, it's tough being a Canadian and riding in California all the time, being away from home. I ended up going to Carolina this year, and you know, I had some good weather for a bit, but then we had bad weather, and you know, it's just been busy, and I just kind of slowly, steady building on. I just didn't want to be. Nobody remembers the beginning of the year; they always remember the end of the year, and so I kind of wanted to be strong for the World Cups, and that was one of my main goals, and along with the Pan Am Games in Toronto, so that was another big goal. So we'll see what comes from that.
And then next week, Albstadt, quite a bit different course, a lot of really steep climbing. How do you feel about your chances now that you've had a good result here?
Well, this week I'm going to be resting, getting some of that high intensity, so hopefully I can stay up there at the beginning of the race. And yeah, I'm just going into that race, you know, I'm feeling better, and it was great to get a result, to actually know I can do it again. And so mentally that'll be great, and it should be fun. I know it's not the most technical, but you know, maybe if we get some rain, it'll be good. But yeah, it's great. We have both our bikes. Jeff and I both have our hardtails, so that'd be great for that race. And we're both running the new Di2 from Shimano, so that's pretty sick for that. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to the event now that I'm going in with confidence.
Okay, now that you mentioned the Di2, can you talk about it a bit? What it's been like racing on it compared to, say, the mechanical?
Yeah, it's funny, like you don't think too much about it at first, but when I went home and I was riding my other bike with mechanical, I was like, oh, you don't know how spoiled you are when you actually have it. For races like Sea Otter and Whiskey 50, a longer race, both Jeff and I ran the synchro shift, so we just had one shifter and we had a double chainring in the front to have the gear range for those kind of races. And it was just easy and simple, and it worked, and you didn't have to think about it, which was the best part. And then so for the World Cups, we're running the single ring, and so we're just running the rear shifting, and it's everything everything we'd want. So I'm pretty happy with the whole Di2. It's pretty sick with it integrating with our Scott Spark full suspensions. The battery runs both the suspension and the shifting, which is really cool. And so we benefit from the weight savings on that with the new Fox ICD stuff.
Great. Well, thanks very much, and congratulations, and we'll see you next week in Germany.
Thank you very much.